Hello everybody, this is the Halloween Mask horror fan, and today we are doing a story. Do you guys know about The Conjuring? I'm sure you guys know about The Conjuring. We're talking about the true story of The Conjuring, the Perrin family. Let's start the story here. Okay? I gotta read it off of here. Give you guys oh, don't start. It's lagging. The true story of The Conjuring begins with the first film, which focuses on the Perrin family. In January 1971, the Perrin family moved into a 14-room farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island, where Carolyn, Roger, and their 5 daughters began to notice strange things happening almost immediately after they moved in. It started small. Carolyn would notice that the broom went missing or seemed to move from place to place on its own. She would hear the sound of something scraping against the kettle in the kitchen. When no one was in there, she'd find small piles of dirt in the center of a newly cleaned kitchen floor. Damn. That's crazy. This fucking... Sorry guys, my fucking PS4 is so slow, so it's hard for me to even talk about something without it freezing. Okay. We got that. Right? We got that part, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. The girls began to notice spirits around the house. Wait. Yeah, the girls began to notice spirits around the house. For the most part, they were harmless. There were a few, however, that were angry. Carolyn allegedly researched the history of the home and discovered that it had been in the same family for 8 generations and that many of them had died under mysterious or horrible circumstances. Several of the children had drowned in a nearby creek, one was murdered, and a few of them hanged themselves in the attic. Jeez. This is my first time reading this Conjuring story, so don't mind me getting freaked out too. This is freaky stuff. The spirit that was depicted in the film, Bathsheba, actually I should say her name right, was the worst of them all. Whoever the spirit was, she perceived herself to be mistress of the house, and she resented the competition. My mother posed for that position. Do not go against it. Do not challenge it. I'm just saying, do not challenge a spirit at all. Do not challenge something that is not something to mess with, said Andre Perrin, the oldest of the 5 girls. And yeah, that's the house. It's like a white house, the Perrin house. It turns out there was actually a real person named Bathsheba Sherman who lived on the Perrins' property in the mid 1800s. She was rumored to have been a Satanist. Jeez. And there was evidence that she had been involved in the death of a neighbor's child. Though no trial ever took place, she was buried in a nearby Baptist cemetery in downtown Harrisville. The parents believed that it was Bathsheba's spirit that was tormenting them. Yeah, according to Andre, the family experienced other spirits as well that smelled like rotten flesh and would cause beds to rise off the floor. Jesus, Murphy. She claims her father would enter the basement and feel a cold, stinking presence behind him. Ouch. They often stayed away from the dirt floored cellar, but the heating equipment would often fail mysteriously, causing Roger to venture down. Over the 10 years that the family lived in the house, the Warrens made multiple trips to investigate. At one point, Lorraine conducted saints to attempt to contact the spirits that were possessing the family. During the saints, Carolyn Perrin became possessed. No way. Speaking in tongues and rising from the ground in her chair. Jesus, that's Bathsheba's grave right there. Wife of Julson Sherman died May 25th, 1885. Bathsheba died May 25th, 1885. In the 78th year of her age. Geez, she was older. And before I move on with the story, I bet you guys don't know this. The Conjuring story. Apparently, okay, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Conjuring movie, turn back now. The end of the movie, it's a happy ending, right? In real life, the Conjuring story is not a happy ending. It's a bad ending. Apparently, the girl one of them that was possessed, it didn't happen in the basement. It happened upstairs. In the real story, it happened upstairs. In the living room, it didn't happen downstairs. The possession happened upstairs when she was in the chair. When she rised off the floor in the chair, it happened in the living room. So, yeah, the grave of Bathsheba Sherman. Andre claims to have secretly witnessed the saints. Damn, that's crazy. I thought I was going to pass out. Andre said. My mother began to speak a language not of this world. In a voice not her own, her chair levitated and she was thrown across the room. Jesus. Though the movie version of events culminates with Ed performing an exorcism rather than a saint's, Lorraine insists that she and her husband would never attempt one, as they must be performed by Catholic priests. After the saints, Roger kicked the Warrens out, worried about his wife's mental stability. According to Andre, the family continued to live in the house due to financial instability until they were able to move in 1980, at which point the spirits were silenced. You're lucky. And the hauntings ceased. Well, the Unfield haunting. Well, that's the picture. That's a picture of the Unfield haunting. Yeah. One of the Hodgson girls caught on camera being flung across the room. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. I'm going to show this, okay? You guys don't see that. She's getting flung across the room. And as you can tell, she's off the ground. How the hell? That's not good. If that crap happens to you guys, no way. From being flown from her bed. That's not good. 6 years after the Perrin family was terrorized by their demon, another family in Enfield, England, began to experience similar things. In August of 1977, the Hodgson family started seeing and hearing strange things. Janet, who was 11 at the time, recalled sitting up in bed to see her dresser slide across the room and that she shared with her brother. Well, guys, that's why you don't go to a house that's already messed up. If you know a house that's already, if something's messed up and you can't fix it, stay away from it and don't fix it. Obviously, whatever's in that house, whatever was in that house, just can't be fixed. So, whatever the heck was in the house can't be fixed. Come on now. Oh, the Perrin family and the Enfield haunting. So, we're telling two stories here. There's a lot of things that happened. The whole story. Well, if you guys don't know, Lorraine Warren actually said to James Wan, apparently there was something to do with Lorraine Warren. And she actually said to James Wan, we can't. There were scenes that they made for The Conjuring that they couldn't even put in the movie because it was too scary. Well, when I think of a horror film, I think of it being too scary. And honestly, we should have got a director's cut. We should have gotten a director's cut, an extended director's cut of the Conjuring movie. I still been debating when we're gonna get that. If James Wan ever decides to come back, if the director that's making The Conjuring 3 can get James Wan and ask James Wan, can you make a director's cut, an extended director's cut of The Conjuring? Because we know, he could say, we know there were scenes in the movie that were too scary to add in the movie. We should take these scenes that are still in files and add them in the movie where they're supposed to go and release it. I bet you right now the extended version's probably even scarier. Like, the first Conjuring's already scary. Imagine the extended director's cut. That would be insane. Now this fucking PS4 is not working right. I love trying to tell a story when my freaking system doesn't work right. Yep, not responding. Not enough memory. Bull crap. How is that causing anything? Toshiba, if you're freaking want my freaking PS4, screw off. Just joking, Toshiba, if you hear me. Just joking around. I don't got any problems. But, you know, like, the story of The Conjuring is just so... What word am I trying to look for here? Just so iconic. Okay, that's not the story. My god. Only if this freaking thing would work. Okay, we already read that part. This is how slow it is to get through a freaking website for a story. Okay. We already heard that part. Come on. I need to tell the freaking story. Already read that part. Oh my god, PS4, come on. It's so annoying. Okay, am I on the right part? I don't know. Nope. Oh my god. Already got there, come on. Oh my god. Turning into a effing disaster. Come on. I'm gonna have to pause this. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, guys, my PS4 is not working. So we're not freaking finishing the story of the Unfield haunting. It's not cooperating like usual. My PS4 freaking doesn't work right. It's like I have to take it apart. There's something frigged up. The fan inside of this damn thing is probably dirtier than freaking used toilet paper. So oh really? There's a Wikipedia? Whoa, screw up. Huh. Actually, I'm going to talk about something. So there's a picture here, and if you guys haven't seen the picture, okay. Actually, no. There's a picture of the original Conjuring house when it was actually a different color. Cause it's, I don't think it was always the same color. I don't know. I don't know because the real Conjuring house now is like, it's like a brown color. Whoever lives there, he has like a long black beard. Can't remember his name. Where's the picture? Where's the picture? Come on. Come on. No. If this would work, that would be great. Okay, it's got to be here. Where is that? Okay, I need to stop. Okay, not here, not here, not here, not here. Where is that? Right here. Da 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 da. Okay, we're here. We're on the picture. Figured it out. It's a miracle this PS4 knows English. Okay. You're loading like a fucking... Oh, come on. It doesn't take that load to fucking load a picture. We're almost there. Okay. We can do it. I'm going crazy. How long does it take to load something? Okay, I have to go on something else because it's not working. Woohoo! Are you gonna fucking work this time, or are you gonna, like, you know, do this? Actually, no, guys. Um, if you haven't seen the real Conjuring house, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I can't speak right. Um, come on. Damn. Okay, this is like, you know, like, you know what like is? That's what like is. It's like, um, yeah, like. So it's gonna work, hopefully. It's gonna take 2 million years to load a freaking picture. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm entertaining you all with weird sounds because, you know, this fucking system of mine, the fucking rain always freaks up my internet. I'm gonna take the top off my PlayStation, and I'm just gonna clean it, cause it needs cleaning. That's probably why it's so freaking slow. Okay, I'll just show you it right now. There's the Conjuring house. That's what it looks like. So, if you guys haven't seen what the real Conjuring house looks like on video, there's a freaking YouTuber like LTIR or something. Go watch their freaking video of them doing the whole Conjuring house. And if you guys don't know something, so the owners of the house, there's a camera guy there that looks at all the cameras, right? So whoever works the cameras there's a guy there with his wife, and he has a friend there that works the cameras and stuff. Well, that guy freaking used a freaking spirit box. And this is how I know spirits are real. So this guy was using a freaking spirit box, right? He was live. There's a video of it on YouTube. If you want to go find it, you can go find it. The guy said there's a video of it on YouTube. I've been having a hard time finding it, but apparently it's on there somewhere. There's so many freaking people going, so many videos of people going to it that I can't even find it. So that's how popular the freaking stuff is, man. This freaking place. And someone actually tried to rob the Conjuring house, I think last year, and it was on video. This YouTuber LTIR was there. But basically the guy was using the spirit box. And what happened was so shocking. There's been theories, speculation, because apparently the owners that used to own the Conjuring house, right, said to the people they sold it to that there is supposedly dead bodies somewhere behind the house. And no one believed it. So there's been theories, but no proof. So basically, this fucking spirit box, the guy, he basically started asking this thing questions. Started asking the spirit questions, basically saying, like, there's been rumors. The people that used to live here said there's dead bodies behind the Conjuring house, and he basically said, can you show me where these dead bodies are behind the house? He asked the spirit the question, and the spirit basically told him where to go, right and left, straight, and wherever. The thing literally told the guy where to go to find the bodies. The freaking spirit box led him to the grave where all the people died in the house, where they were all buried from all the traumatization, all the shit that happened through the house. So the people that are buried behind the Conjuring house went through what everyone went through that lived there. And the fact that the frickin' spirit box led them behind the frickin' house into the woods. There's a bridge there that's been there since 1700s or something. It's a 300-year-old bridge. It's still standing. The original wood, whoever cut the wood back then, it's still the original wood. You can tell. And they're not fake tombstones. Like this is legit. So spirits are definitely real. The fact that the frickin' spirit box led him. There's no way a spirit box is that smart to know. Spirit box, some of them are cheap. I find the cheaper ones are actually better, but they're cheap. They're not overly priced. So it's like, how does a spirit box lead the guy to the graveyard behind the frickin' house. That's been speculated that there's been something back there that no one knew about. And for all they know, guys, there could be more than one graveyard. Like they found one of them. Like so many people died in the house, guys. Probably almost 20 people died in that Conjuring house. So that's how dangerous whatever it, you know. And so yeah, ghosts, spirits, whatever they are, it's real. Definitely real. The fact that the freaking thing, the ghost box, was telling him which way to take through the woods and all that. It told him to go behind the house. It told him to take a right. It told him to take a turn, left, straight. And it just kept telling him to go straight. And all of a sudden he found the graveyard. It's like, okay, whatever was watching him while he was in that house and listening, who knows who it was? It could have been Bathsheba for all we freaking know. We don't know. We're never going to know who said it because we don't have the technology to actually know. Spirits can only say so much on a spirit box. So there's higher upgraded. You can get upgraded ones that are actually a lot better technology. There's this guy that did this spirit box, Angry Grandpa, talking to Angry Grandpa through a spirit box, but it was a lot. It was really big, and it was a lot more advanced. And you can edit shit, but it was it was insane. But something like that is more of a fake version. The cheap ones that you just use, that are like the cheap ones are you don't expect something to like reply back to you, right? Like, and spirit boxes are made to, like, if you talk to a spirit box, right, it's not gonna know, oh, you said that, you said this. The spirit box didn't know there was a graveyard, dead bodies behind the house. So it's like, okay, there was a spirit, there was someone talking to the guy, there was someone on there talking to him, and you could tell there was something trying to get back to him, and it wasn't a walkie-talkie. No, you could tell that there was someone. You could tell if it was fake. This was not fake. It was a live streamed video. Everyone experienced it on there. Everyone was shitting their pants because a freaking spirit box. Come on now. That's insane. The fact I'd be shitting myself too if I was on a live stream video and that freaking happened. I'd probably pass out. Like, that's not fake. So something something spiritual related is real. And the fact that we've been wondering if it was, this is definitely proof. This is definitely proof that spirits are real. Like, and the guy that owns that house, I think he moved in at like in 2009 or 2010. I can't remember. It was something like that. It wasn't like 1980. They moved in like in the 2000s. So, yeah. And I'm pretty positively sure before they moved in, whoever used to live there actually left stuff behind because they were too scared to take everything. I wouldn't be surprised before they moved into the Conjuring house. There was stuff from the 1700s that were there in the barn. The guy that bought the house, like, there's probably certain things that he knows about that he's not allowed to talk about. Now, this is kind of explicit. This is not a fucking kids video. So I'm putting that in the description. And I'm gonna put warning. in the title, because this is not a kid's this is not a kid's video. I'm gonna put not for kids in the description. Um, Kind of explicit. So there's a barn, a part of the property for the Conjuring house. Um, Apparently there's a shit ton of shit that went down in the barn that we don't know about, and they're not allowed to talk about. There's one thing that we did get to know about, and we found out someone hung themselves in the Conjuring barn, and it's a big barn, the size of it, and it is huge. Like, and I believe that too, because when someone went into the barn, it had like these wood pieces that were long piece, long wood pieces, two of them, and I wouldn't be like, there was no rope in there. Now you know what they should have done. The person that hung themselves, they should have left the rope where they hung themselves, because that would have just been history. Like, that should have just been left there. They shouldn't have took the rope down. They should have just left it. And you know what? You know what would have been super crazy? I'm wondering, like, the people that moved in there, the guy with his wife. I wonder if there was blood on the floor or anything on the walls or anything, because imagine something that hasn't been lived in for that long. There was probably freaking spider webs. There was probably a lot of dust. And there's probably things that they had to get rid of, or they just couldn't keep because it was just too bad to keep, right? There was probably a significant amount of stuff. I wouldn't I wouldn't know what would have been in there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was clothing left in there in the house from 300 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if there was their luggage in there. Like, you know those like 300-year-old like baby bed things that were wood? Well, in the video, right, they go in the barn like this year. And there was one of those baby bed things, and they're small. There was one of those in the frickin' barn, and there was webs, dust all over it. And it wasn't fake webs. It wasn't a prop done up. It was real. So that's been sitting there probably for 300 years. And there was like an old rake thing. There was a couple things in there that were significantly old.